What's up, champs? It's Langston back with another reaction. Cut has came out with a new video and it's called Match Prison Time to a Person Lineup. Let's check it out.
So what did you do?
I got charged with possession of MDMA with intent to distribute.
So you were like partying and then just selling it on the side?
I don't know, I was a full-time drug dealer.
You didn't have to say all that.
Wow, he doesn't even look like he would be.
Now though, right? Because this is on camera.
Hello,
What's your name?
I'm Eddie Purpose.
My name is Raymond.
Have you ever done any prison time?
I have been to prison. One sentence a year and a day.
At 16 years old, I actually left school to go commit a robbery and ended up serving 12 and a half years for that crime.
My dad was in prison
Sounds about right.
all of my teenage years and got out when I was an adult.
What would life be like in prison in a wheelchair? Did she go to prison in the wheelchair, or did she get put in the wheelchair in prison? That's the real question that we need to know.
What did he go in for?
Non-violent.
Because they don't have, what's up, Sosa? They don't have like a handicap prison. Out of all of the prison movies and prison type of like shows and stuff, I've never seen a disabled prisoner. Do they have a separate prison for disabled people? That's a real good question.
charges.
What did you go to prison for?
Some family bullshit. Somebody was messing with my sister and, you know, I handled my business and got locked up.
If you knew me in middle school,
That's real.
you might have heard
That's
hear me
when
say
my
that
sister
like,
would
my dad
put
was
me- put
dead
you in the
because
gra-
that's what I
6
told
feet
people
under.
at first because I was ashamed.
I got out when I was 31, and I had a desire while I was in there to start my own organization to focus on young people and help try to prevent individuals from taking the same path that I took by just, having a mentor there, having somebody who cares, and provide them with various services.
Today, you're gonna guess how long people have been in prison.
Okay.
I'm ready.
All right, you nervous at all?
No, not even a little bit.
Looking at that list, you'll assign a number of years they did in prison.
2-5-23. Whew. That's some time, bro.
Even just the
7 months, 2
comparatively lower
years,
7
5 years,
that my
10
dad was
years,
in
23
caused such a
years,
physical
13 years.
toll on
Sheesh.
every aspect of him.
23 years?
That's good.
Yikes.
What's up, Madam Eddie, man?
Myron, come on forward.
What's up, Myron?
Nice to meet you.
How many prisons have you been to?
4.
What types of programming or positive things did you do to help yourself become better?
I did every single class that they offered in the facility, and I did every single workout class. Actually, I taught every single workout class after that.
Oh, Myron did some time now. Yeah.
What do you do for a living right now?
I work for myself. I have a few companies, one that make the most money.
Myron
for the
did some
most
time.
artists.
Were you able to do art?
How many years y'all think he got?
Actually, I
How many
started
years
in
Myron got,
prison.
chat?
Really, that's where my art career started. Because if you were locked up for 20, 30 year life or whatever, and you ain't seen your kids,
And you can stomach a
got
drug,
pictures,
yeah.
right,
Oh, yeah, he
that
done
you-
23.
with your kids or with your mama that passed away or whatever. You know what I mean? Like,
People drawing stuff for you in there is tight.
Myron did the most time, y'all.
When you re-enter society, what was one of your biggest challenges and why?
being around people.
How long did it take you to adjust?
I feel like I'm still adjusting. People act like out on the street like they're all civilized and there's people in prison all, monsters and shit. People out got no respect for boundaries. It just,
Nah, Myron did 23, chat.
Is it
That
hard to
man,
come
he's
up with a
traumatized.
Yeah, it's hard
And
to
he's
come
not
up with a number.
traumatized by him being in prison. He's traumatized by being outside of prison. He said, y'all ain't got no boundaries. Y'all ain't got no respect. He was like, I was having so much more, my mental was so much better in there. He is traumatized by being out of prison. That is crazy to even think about.
I think it's more than 7 months. For sure.
I would say 13 years.
I'm gonna say 13.
And why 13?
I don't know, I'm just guessing.
I was gonna say, because he didn't even ask that many questions.
I was just guessing.
Thank you, Myron. 5 years.
5 years?
Yeah,
Okay. Wait,
I don't think
you're right.
you
I
did
probably
23, man. I don't
prejudged
think
at
you older than
23.
How old are you?
26.
26. So he didn't, unless you got booked when you was 3 or something. But
Are you comfortable telling me what you did to get in? You can say no.
I sold drugs to a cop.
Oh, okay.
I'll get you in there, chat.
It wasn't. It wasn't.
I'll get you.
It wasn't. No. I am not proud of it.
Are you just going up to people and
Man, you know it's crazy. I don't know many people that sell drugs like to a cop, but I know plenty of people that ended up selling guns to a cop. And I ain't gonna lie to you, the way they tell their story on how that happened, and these are like old heads, you know. These are like people that's like older. Yeah, that's way worse. Yeah, way worse. The way they talk about how they got set up to doing it is like, the story is like kind of like you would see it on like CSI Miami or something like that. And it'll be like this, like it'll be like one of the easiest, like you think you've done all your due diligence. But like when they set you up for those kind of things, you have to remember they have the money, the resources, they got everything that they need to be able to give you whatever you want. So when you thinking you probably getting over on somebody, or maybe this is the perfect, like we're gonna go to this location, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do it this way. You thinking you're doing it the safest way possible, where nothing is gonna go wrong, and then it happens. Like you're like, wow. And then what's crazy is you end up giving the cops like the perfect scenario on how like a criminal thinks. And so now they're aware of this new tactic and this thing that you've been doing that you felt so comfortable doing. Like, it's crazy. It's crazy to think about like how people get set up by the cops, but
on the club?
It happens all the time. It happens more than you think.
I had the drug and gang task force of my county storm my house and search the whole place. And luckily I was able to get out and get a lawyer and get it fought and actually have a fair case.
Fair case, but you still sold the drugs
I
to the po-po.
still
So
got narked on.
What was the first thing you ate when you got out?
Red Robin, pineapple,
Ew.
teriyaki bonsai burger.
Y'all like Red
How
Robin?
did your body handle that?
They would love it.
I'm just thinking about like how much food messed up my dad when he got out. Every time he tried to eat anything that wasn't like plain chicken breast, it messed him up and it hurt his stomach. And he
It's like super processed and really low quality, so you get that real meat and fat in you, it's over.
yeah.
What did re-entry look like for you?
It wasn't as hard for me as it was for others.
Bottomless fries.
'cause I
What?
kept
Red
in
Robin
contact
got
with a couple
bottomless
of people.
fries?
I was able to
I'll
get
just
back
go in
to
there and eat
steady
that.
work right away.
I don't need
and
nothing
have a
else.
pretty
I'll
good
just eat
support
fries for
system.
real.
The fact that he stayed in contact with multiple people.
Just passing through.
Yo, what's up, Mario?
Just passing through.
Yeah. My man did 7 months.
I'm gonna give him the 2 years.
You're young, the way
2 years.
you
That's a
responded
good
to
one.
food, I would go 2.
All right. Thank you.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
That
Yeah,
looks like a
I can
prison.
see that.
Is that a prison tattoo?
That's actually
It's not. What? Do you have any prison tattoo?
I do.
Are you comfortable telling me what you did to go in?
Robbery, Resberg, possession, theft.
Ray, can you try and speak up for me?
Robbery, Resberg, theft, assault, possession,
Slay.
A
trafficking.
little bit of everything. Oh,
Did you have
wow.
a drug problem back then or something?
I did.
You did.
He said
yeah.
trafficking,
You
too.
doing good now though?
I'm doing good now.
Yeah. Did your family hold you down?
That man had a lot of counts.
To hold me down, you know?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
My mom would send me $10 here and there, you know?
Were you in a relationship?
Yeah, I was like,
But they didn't. Probably were gone for.
Bro, do y'all think pen pals like last like outside of like jail? Like if you have a pen pal, do you think like when the person actually gets out, do they like, are they actually like there for the people? And do you think there are people on the outside that actually fall in love with someone on the inside?
For a while, if they didn't want to wait, maybe.
well, I was a dirtbag.
Okay, he's a dirtbag, but still, like 7 months, you might hold a dirtbag.
Pen pals still exist for sure.
I don't know, man.
How many prisons have you been to?
I think 7.
What is that an indication of?
If you've been to multiple prisons, for me, 9 times out of 10, you've done multiple years. Yeah, I'm gonna go with 5.
It was a violent crime. The girl left you because you was a dirtbag or whoever it was. So I'm gonna say 13.
I'm thinking 10 years seems reasonable given the information I've been given.
All right.
Sweet.
I'll take it. 10 years.
Nice meeting you.
23
Now,
years.
see,
I
think
gotta
this
hear
might
everybody
be
else.
Big numbers, or else I got the big numbers wrong already. So we gonna see.
It's okay to be wrong.
It's okay to be wrong.
What's up, bro? Good to see you, man.
The hug means everything.
I forgot
Let's say that part. Like we were in the cell together.
We was literally in the cell together.
This is when he used to think he was the R&B artist. You still think you're an R&B artist?
I still.
Okay, so he's cheating. This is cheating. They were in the cell together. This is cheating.
What are you saying?
He's gonna guess correctly.
What did you do to go inside if you're comfortable telling me?
Could I just say it involved a gun?
Yes.
Okay. Was it a violent?
Oh, he put somebody down.
And violent and drug related.
When I went into prison.
Hey, I don't care what nobody say. Them Asians got that work, bruh. I ain't gonna hope that Asians got that work, bruh. Don't let them fool you. Don't let them fool. And they be having that good shit too.
When I was a gang member, I was violent, I was young, and I made impulsive and poor decisions. Today, I'm an adult. I'm a father, first and foremost.
Come on, yeah.
As of Monday,
As of Monday, okay. Congratulations. Changing your life and getting a kid, man.
Oh, okay. Yeah, me too. I love snowboarding.
Yeah.
What was the food like?
The food was awful.
What did you eat when you first got out?
When I first got out, my brother tried to take me to a chain restaurant, but I disagreed I wanted to eat some home-cooked food, so he cooked me some good Laos food at home.
How was it, on your body?
It was terrible on my body, but amazing on my lips.
Okay. Sorry, not that it was terrible on your body, but I'm just glad that what I read wasn't incorrect.
Yeah. What was one of the biggest lessons that you learned?
Coming to
I don't really like the girl in the wheelchair.
I just thought that it was my
she's
family's
too
failing,
happy
the
about
community's failing, and my
the
individual
research she
self.
has done about people in prison.
Taught me to look beyond that. Gave me an understanding that it's just not about my individual choices. It's about systems that are in place.
So I think I got a number. I'm going because your age.
Oh man, he age discriminated.
Your family. I'm almost there too. I'm almost 40, so I get it. It's all good. But I think maybe when you were in your 20s, you got in some trouble. So I think it's 23 years.
We can get silly. I'll go 23.
I know that this guy, has really turned his life around in a huge positive way. Yeah. That being said, he did 23 years.
Wow.
All right, I love you.
Love you too, bro.
You know why I kind of believe that he did 23 years? Because he did not want to say what he actually did. All he said was it involved a gun. So that's like key indicator as well, because it was drugs and guns. So the other people were fine with saying what they did. He was the only one that was like, you really don't want that long drawn out story, because it's more than what I could really like. We'll be here all day. And that was one of those answers of like, we'll be here all day. But to make it short, it was involved in the gun.
Absolutely.
All right. Howdy.
7 months.
Do you get in a lot of trouble?
Yeah. Well, not anymore.
And not anymore.
Not anymore.
What crime did you commit that sent you to prison?
Sold some drugs.
What was the first prison I sent you to?
Well, I went to county jail and then I did some time at federal.
Feds. Big old drugs. That sent you to feds, yeah.
Do you think that you were given a good deal?
Nah, he went to the feds. He did more than 2 months.
Based on the amount of drugs I got caught with, I did way too much time. But based on what they could have charged me with, I did all right.
Was the judge kind to you?
I guess. The prosecutors were not kind to me.
The prosecutors are not kind. They're never kind. But the judge, depending on your race and stuff, can want to be lenient, or they can be like, you're a piece of shit, and talk to you very badly.
Do you think that you've been given the proper amount of opportunities now that you're out to be more than prison?
Yes and no. I mean, I did find it kind of hard to find a job for a little bit. Even a lot of ones that I was very qualified for. The only reason I actually got the job I have is because they didn't fully do a background check.
Did you remain in contact with multiple family or friends?
What luck he got
while you were incarcerated?
No, it is my
probably. Hey, I ain't gonna lie to you. Probably because it's how he looked. He looks pretty clean cut. It looks like like if it was a black person, they gonna do that full background check, especially if you say you done been in prison before.
Mainly just my parents.
That man got a job without them finding out he even did any time.
And so I would have put 5 for Matt.
I think you did 7 months.
All right.
7 months?
To him, you get in a lot of trouble.
It's just, he doesn't look like he gets in a lot of trouble, man. I mean, the howdy? Come on, man.
He did say howdy.
No offense, I'm not like...
What do I have left?
That just shows, chat.
Okay,
bro,
okay.
don't judge a book by its cover.
My name is Marv.
What is something you like to do for fun?
Snowboard.
Snowboard. Wow.
There's only one more.
I was scared to snowboard. I just
did
went
do
skiing.
some time with Marv. I thought it was 8, but how old was you when you went in?
21.
What kind of crime did you commit? Violent crime. Did you have like weapon enhancements, anything like that?
Yes.
What is a weapon enhancement?
It just means like you committed a crime, you have a weapon, it's like an enhancement. There's gang enhancements, weapon enhancements. I don't know if it doubles the time.
They add on an extra 5 years.
5 years, yes.
Yeah, I got friends in there right now that have got sentenced to robbery for like 12 years, but got over like 60 years of gun enhancement.
Yeah.
Whoa.
It's not fair.
It's my last number, so I'll give you 5.
I never heard of enhancements, Chad.
He got a weapon enhancement. So, yeah, I think that would double his time. So 10 years.
It's up in the air with Ray and Matt. I feel like they could be split.
Okay. You want to flip them?
And you guys know the answers too. Okay. Let me go Ray with 5 and Matt with 2.
All right. So show of hands. Who did Raymond guess correctly?
Okay. I knew it.
Wow, 23 years.
It makes sense. I'm no expert.
Take a look. Take a look.
Oh.
Ooh.
I guess I'm all right. Come on, man. Yeah.
Let's go. Hey, he got the most.
All right, well, let's
But
talk about it.
He been in the sale with 2 of them at least.
Do you think the number you got was fair for what you did?
Absolutely not. But I would never take my prison experience back. You know, just all those qualities that I gained and the person that I am today, I wouldn't be that person if it wasn't for that.
What was the biggest lesson you learned?
It's imperative to surround yourself with people that will hold you accountable and people that you can sharpen yourself with. You know, I got my degree. I did my art. I worked out every day, like 4 hours a day. You know what I mean? Like,
he was in 13 years, Chad?
I am as a person, but I also learned how powerful we are as a people, period.
Oh, he was reading them books while he was in there for sure.
Myron.
Hey, Myron is very educated. He read them books while he was in there.
We're high.
I wouldn't be surprised if he was Muslim
You were 7
too.
months?
Yes.
Okay.
You did 7 months in the joint, got out.
Changed person. Changed person.
What does change look like?
Clean and mentally strong.
What are you doing now?
I work 2 different jobs. One job in construction, and I work at a really nice restaurant.
I said 2 years, 7 months. And you think that's because what? It's like your first time. You are white.
It was my first.
You are white.
Yes, but I also did
clean,
was
questionable.
before and did, like,
Bro, no. Okay. Bro, I ain't gonna hold you. When people in like partake in certain drugs, especially at a young age like him, right? It hits them a little bit harder than it would be if somebody was already fully developed and then they start doing it. So a lot of cases he can be clean, but he's still fidgety and he's still like a little bit awkward like he's doing right now, only because he probably wasn't fully developed when he actually did that. And it probably stopped him from doing like fully developing the correct way. So he's still kind of awkward. He might have not mentally all the way grew there, you know, and on top of that, like when you're doing stuff that's like, you know, like really like real hard stuff like that, even you can be clean and still have that like that fidge to you, you know, like that's common. That's common for a lot of people that are sober. So if he says he's clean, I'm a trust that he is, you know. 7 months is long enough to become clean, so I'm like, that's a W as well. So
followed all the steps they told you.
Yeah, I believe him.
Have you been in trouble after that?
Nope. Scotch free.
Stay free, and that's what's up, man.
I did not guess you correctly, right?
Honestly, I'm surprised that you guys all guessed high because I always get like, you've been to prison? Like,
What is it about you that surprises people?
I basically spent my entire time out in college and then I became an engineer. My mom definitely held it down like right in the beginning, you know? I went in with a real bad attitude and just got really involved in politics and like made my time worse.
What does that mean, you got really involved in politics?
Prison politics.
Yeah, prison politics.
Prison politics, social structures.
I went in and I got out and I went right back. And
23
like,
know everything.
I'm probably gonna be in here for a
He
minute.
can answer every question you'd have.
It's like, how do I get in one of these gangs? Like, what are you trying to do, you know?
Who were you before you went in and who are you today?
When I went in, I was a taker, and now I consider myself someone that like puts back.
How do you put back?
I also work with a bunch of nonprofits in the reform space. And then I participate in 12-step program because I had a drug problem, and like, so I do a lot of service with that.
Good, man. Congratulations to you.
Hello.
Good questions. These are actually good questions.
It happened when you were young?
Yeah, I was 15.
Yeah, 15?
Yeah.
Whoa!
I was on the main
15.
line at 16 years old.
What the fuck? They didn't even give you juvenile life or nothing. You didn't. Damn.
What were some other positive programs?
I want to know what he did,
yourself
Chad.
to while you was in
We
prison?
need his first and last name
Regards
so
to
we can
the
look him up.
programs that were available, but mostly was the higher education programs, right? Like a lot of the men behind me got our degrees or pursued higher education. That's what they always had in place there. But I think if these young people would have had those resources to get a higher education out here, then they wouldn't have to get educated while incarcerated.
What are you doing now?
I get my income from doing work through Rooted Community. We support folks coming home from incarceration with housing, employment. I was formerly the president of API CAG. I was hoping you asked about this more than anything.
I read apricot and didn't read it a second time. I misread it.
API CAG is the Asian Pacific Islander Cultural Awareness Group. They're led by incarcerated men inside. We're an advocacy group. I've been released now for 6 years, and I'm continuing to support the
That's
work.
good.
And work on their behalf. When they first bring us
Man,
into
23
prison,
years
they
could change your
classify you
life
as
a
you
lot,
racial
Chad. So
ethnicity,
for
a
him
lot
to
of
be
people have
like
marked
this,
API.
especially at 15, going in at 15, that's crazy. And for him to be out and, functioning, talking, and doing the things that he's doing, I applaud him
Fast
for real.
forward in the
That's crazy.
in a racist prison system.
But then again, we're going to also say this. He probably does have a family backbone based off of his culture, right? Other cultures might not have that family backbone to fall back on once you get out 23 years later. So we're going to also sprinkle a little bit of backbone on there for him to be able to accomplish these type of things right now, be a president of an organization and stuff like that. All right, as well. He has the resources and people that are probably support him too.
That mark themselves as API, DOC consider them a gang.
Yep.
No matter what, like, oh, you're a gang. Well, you told me to mark API. That was the only category you gave me. We, as people that wanted to do positive stuff in the community,
Changed it.
wanted to change, the way people looked at us and perceived us, and less of the impact when we go home, and try to fix the harms we cause, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think the one thing we didn't name in this,
What's up,
that he
Zori?
didn't name, is that a lot of the men that's obviously white in here had the lesser of the time. And the impacts was probably different on them than the impacts on us.
So then that raises my question. What is the solution then?
Think about restorative practices, resource under-resourced communities. Give people what they need.
That's good. That's good. Appreciate you.
Not bone
2
grafting.
years.
I did
right?
not
That's
say.
right, 7 months. See,
I did not bone graft the man.
So what did you do?
What did I do?
Yeah.
What
2
did I get
years.
charged with?
What? Yeah.
I got charged with possession of MDMA with intent to distribute.
So you were like partying and then just selling it on the side, kicking it?
I don't know. I was a full-time drug dealer.
You didn't have to say all that. Damn. You're good now though, right? Because this is on camera, right?
What did you do to keep yourself sane?
Just having a lot of free time to read and like sort of figure out myself and just kind of meditate. I've learned a lot of things about myself with the amount of time that I did.
Did you have a favorite book or any that stuck out?
A book called Shantaram.
If he can survive 2 years, bro, I ain't gonna lie. It might be a cakewalk some places. I ain't gonna lie to you. If he can survive 2 years, I might just have to go hit the dash. I mean, I ain't say it allegedly. I mean, I'm just in my in GTA. In GTA.
What's it about?
It's about this Australian guy who escapes from a really bad prison in Australia, and then he goes and
They
lives
let you have that?
and then he goes and lives in India, and then becomes like an Indian gangster. It's really good.
What do you think about the judicial system?
Super inconsistent. Like he was talking about how the white dudes got lesser time. That's a fact. If I was a person of color, man, I would have been screwed.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you, man.
What was your experience?
That shit was ass.
Yeah.
It was trash. It was an opportunity
Gabby.
to really see how corrupt the system is. I mean, it's just a continuation of slavery, making money off black and brown people. It's really hard not to draw a direct correlation between people that used to be employed to catch slaves to people that are now police that are employed to lock up black and brown people.
Somebody need to ask him if his innocence was taken.
Facts of those who are incarcerated, absolutely.
Okay. We don't need to ask that. That is the last thing you want to ask someone that's been incarcerated if their innocence was taken. Hey, you're wilding in the chat right now. I ain't gonna hold you. We don't care about that. That is not what he is alive. He is alive. That is what we care about, right? Sometimes you got to do what you got to do to stay alive in there. All right. And if that means touching your toes, you might just have to.
Absolutely. For the last 5 years, I've been working in organizations specifically helping mentor young black youth, give good positive role model examples, really change the narrative, change some of the ideas and perspectives. One of the students asked me the question, were you terribly harmed during trauma before you went in prison? And for me, no, I was just black. First time I went to jail, I went to prison.
Damn.
I graduated high school, never joined no gang. I don't have no fucking tattoos.
That's
got
good.
Plenty of family support. I was just black.
Well, I'm glad you're here today, man.
Thank you.
Wow. We're going to rewind that. We're going to rewind that part just for him talking. I just wanted somebody to hear that, bruh. Hear his part again. 10 years, bruh. 10 years. And listen to what he did.
Yeah.
It was trash.
A person of color, man, I would have been screwed.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know?
Thank you, man.
I want y'all to listen. Like, go. I know we were talking a little bit. Listen.
Yeah.
It was trash. It was an opportunity to really see how corrupt the system is. I mean, it's just a continuation of slavery, making money off black and brown people. It's really hard not to draw a direct correlation between people that used to be employed to catch slaves to people that are now police that are employed to lock up black and brown people.
Right. Millions of jobs that people receive based on the backs of those who are incarcerated, absolutely.
For the last 5 years, I've been working in organizations specifically helping mentor young black youth, give good positive role model examples, really change the narrative, change some of the ideas and perspectives. One of the students asked me the question, were you terribly harmed during trauma before you went in prison? And for me, no, I was just black. First time I went to jail, I went to prison.
Damn.
I graduated high school, never joined no gang. I don't have no fucking tattoos. Got plenty of family support. I was just black.
Well, I'm glad you're here today, man.
Thank you for sharing.
Man, I want to give it up for all these guys, man.
Man, facts. That was actually good, y'all. That was a good video, man. Matter of fact, what I need y'all to do for me right now is like the video for one, 2, subscribe, and also, if you know anybody that would be interested in this video, man, share the video out to a friend or not, because this is something that somebody needs to hear, might be entertained by it, and get some knowledge. And also, learn a little bit more about not judging a book by its cover, because looks can be deceiving. Everyone has their own story. And I just love to hear how positive these people are doing now outside of incarceration. So hopefully they keep it up. Hopefully they keep making, change in the world, after life in prison. If y'all like the video, man, drop some W's in the comments, and I'll see you in the next one.